Hello. Oh, this camera is like super grainy and I didn't get my other one. Oh well, whatever. Can you hear me? Hello, Scottish Phoenix, and hello, Grima. Glad you guys are here. I haven't been here in a while. Missed you all. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes because, like I said, my live stream was gonna be at 8. And maybe I can look around for that other camera. Hi, Lexi. Yay, it's good to see familiar names over here. I really missed you guys. Time went by much faster than I expected it to, first of all. Like, it's already August. It's almost mid-August. Also, blessed full moon to all of you. I would have had a moon circle tonight through my Google Classroom, but I didn't really feel like it. Yeah, so I'm here starting a flight, and yeah, I did a staycation. Hello, Rain. I did go on a. Who are you growling at? I did go on a little vacation late May, for about a week and a half. We went up to a cottage in the forest, and it was great. And that's kind of what started this whole entire thing of me taking a longer break. But I mainly did a staycation at home. So, yeah. Hopefully all of you have been doing well. Yeah, I really can't believe it's already August. Why? What happened to June and July? Hi, Johnny. So, I don't know. I haven't really planned on talking about anything in particular. Does anybody have any questions, or should I just pull something out of thin air and kind of go through it? Or should I unbox a box? Because I have a Lunarly box from July ready to be open. So let me know. Your first live? Hi. Yes, Lionsgate portal. I think it closes in a few days, but today is like its peak, or was it? No, on the 8th it was its peak, I believe. But we are still in the middle of a Lionsgate portal. I'm not 100% sure, like, all of the correspondences that go with it. So if somebody knows more information, drop it down in the little comments thing on the 15th. Thank you. It ends on the 15th. But I know it's a really powerful time for manifestation and for like making your wishes come true, kind of, sort of. Very, very loose. Very loose. Let's see. Hello, universe within. Higher energy. Thank you. So, want to see an unboxing. Hello, Denise. I do have a box. I guess I could start with that. That way maybe it'll spark conversation or something. So I'm going to grab it. This is Lunarly box from July. I received an email that kind of like terrified me at first, that my subscription with Lunarly was canceled. And I was in like a mid panic for about 20 minutes and emailing the back kind of like why I never canceled it, what's going on. But turns out they are ending their subscriptions. So they're done. I think they're doing one more month. They're doing this month with the plant, and well, yeah, they're done. And I'm kind of sad. So this is a candle one. Miss my classes. I do too. That's a sore subject with me. I do too. You've been selling your jewelry and art paintings? Awesome. Oh, I actually am in the process of curing some earrings that I made. They are Cabicon crystals. These are like little studs and things like that, which I will be posting in my shop, but not through Etsy. I'm done with Etsy. I don't like their direction, which is why I haven't had my shop open, and I am working on my website, which has been the bane of my existence. But it's almost complete, and I'm hoping it's going to be ready by the end of this week or maybe like mid next week. It's almost done. And it's not going to be just a shop. It's going to be like a blog, and I'm combining the classroom and combining like a bunch of little things just so it's in one spot. And that way I don't have to worry about posting things on multiple platforms because that's exhausting. Anyways, box. We have that. Ooh. Oh, the candle smells really good this time around. It smells very fresh. I am very excited to see what goodies they have because I don't look at spoilers. So, hello, Arts on Leaf. I think that's it for newer people. I'm really glad to be here as well. Let's see. So, the box, I guess I shouldn't really like talk about it because they're no longer doing their boxes, but I think they might be doing like they're gonna keep their shop open. I have no idea. I am not affiliated with them. This is what the candle box comes with. Yes, so candle will be last. Let's see what's inside here. Yeah, so in regards to like the whole website thing, oh no, something fell. Okay, that was a piece of cardboard. I started off using WordPress as the platform, but it turned out to be very like not beginner friendly. So very difficult to work with. So I ended up switching to a different platform. I'm using Squarespace, and that has definitely been easier to work with, but still quite a learning curve. All right, so we have their goodies. This is their pamphlet on all the goodies inside and its information, and this is for the sturgeon moon of July. So here's the card. Here's the back of it. I don't know if is it inverted? Do you see this as like a backwards thing? Because I have no idea how this camera works. Yeah, the new moon was July 28th, so the August box is not here yet. And we have a little tote bag. Ooh, I see some other nice things in there. Oh, cute. I like the simple one. So we have it feels like it was just squashed into here. It's so, I don't know, wrinkled. It wasn't like folded, but it has a cute little design on it. Hopefully you can see it. It says Lunarly. This does look like an iron-on type of thingamabobber. And, well, a simple little tote bag will be great. There's one tote bag that I use for like doing spell work and other things outside. No, there's two tote bags that I use. And then I have a couple other tote bags that are my chaos bags, as I call them, where everything that I can't put away right away kind of goes in them, and then they just hang on like a door handle of it's supposed to be in. There's a use, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, the design is really pretty on that one. We also have lemon superfood all-in-one rescue butter from Dr. Botanicals. Rescue butter, I assume moisturizer. Okay, yeah. Ooh, if it's in lemon, that would be really nice. I live for little tiny bottles of moisturizer. That way I can toss one in each of my purses and not, well, that missed, and not have to worry about forgetting it. Oh, that definitely is very lemony. I love it. So here is that. I'm gonna put it on. It's very nice and lemony. anyone else like needs lotion in their life constantly, because that's me. Lotion and chapstick. Oh, it smells better in the bottle. It smells like, it has that lemony smell, but now it smells like that lotiony smell. I don't know if that makes sense. If you've ever had a lotion that said that there's no scent in it, but it still smells like lotion. Now it smells like a lotion that has a hint of lemon. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's definitely much more lemony in the bottle. We also have, I assume these are, what are they? The things that cups go on. Wow. The things that cups go on. Hi, Jessie. Coasters. There we go. Thank you. So there is 4 of the same design. And it looks very similar to the moon. Oh, I love everyone popping in coasters. Hello, Maria. And hi, Jessie. These are cute. They're just plain corkboard coasters, which isn't bad. But that's nice. I get to put my cup of tea on it. And we also have their crystal. So Lunarly boxes were $50 a month, but I keep, ooh, this one's really pretty. I think it's fluorite. So Lunarly's boxes were $50 a month, and you get it before the new moon. They're no longer doing boxes, so that'll be it. Let's see. What else was I going to say? But since I started Lunarly pretty much like month 3 of when they started their company, I only paid $35 a month for the boxes. So that's why I kept getting them for $35. It's definitely worth it. Let's see. Oh, and now the candle. And I really like their candles. Oh, that smells so good. I also love how all their candles have like the same design. That way it's like cohesive. That smells so, what does it smell like? Hold on. It has like a hint of something citrusy. And a little bit like, it smells clean. A little bit maybe like a laundry detergent, but not like a laundry detergent. Like not in that. I'll read about it. It smells really, really good. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Rain. I like my mug too. I got one for myself, the fox, and my husband has a matching one of an owl. And we don't usually like mismatched mugs, and it was kind of grumbly that I got 2 mugs that don't match like our set. But he's okay with it since it's twice the size of the normal mugs. All right, so we have the Lunarly white tote, natural white cotton, perfect way to show your Lunarly love. It's sturdy and large enough to fit everything you might need on the go without weighing you down. It has instructions. Use this tote during your daily errands, special picnics to the park, reading at a coffee shop, or for whatever else comes up in your life. I didn't know you needed instructions for a tote bag. Then we have the Dr. Botanicals Lemon Rescue Butter. Luxurious, restorative, dermatologist-tested balm is ideal for rescuing your hands from leftover winter dryness or giving your face a boost of moisture. In July, that's very leftover from winter. The lemony scent is pleasant, not overpowering, making this balm great on the go. Faint. It's faint. Let's see. It says to pop it into your Lunarly tote and bring it with you. Oh, I was wrong on the crystal. It is green calcite. It's a stone close to our hearts, and it should be close to yours too. It's essential for your heart chakra, allowing you to release negativity doubts, and old patterns, you'll find yourself opening up to new opportunities that serve you. With a little bit of like the color banding on the side, it definitely reminded me of like tourmaline, but let me give you another view of it. It's a little bit more green, I think, than what my camera is picking up on. Hi, Peggy. Let's see. All right. And last but not least, Lunarly cork coasters. These branded recycled cork coasters are perfect for adding both beauty and function to your space, protect your furniture, and look good doing it. Absolutely. Use these special, there's instructions for this. Use these special Lunarly coasters as a resting place for your drink, plant, or flower vase. Ooh, I like the plant idea. The best part, when you're not using them, they make great decorations on their own. Okay. Use the stone. Instructions for the stone is to use it daily for meditation practice or just when you're in need of a boost. Hold it tightly in your hand above your heart chakra and breathe in, breathe out. Nice. And the candle is, think of lakes filling with the abundant sturgeon population with which Native Americans named this moon. This is a chance for you to experience and bring abundance to your life, reel in opportunities and prosperity. It definitely has like freshness, maybe like an ocean breeze type of candle. Usually they say what's inside of it, like what kind of ingredients they put in, like if it's like an herby or lilac-y or something along those lines, but I don't see it this time around. It says, like nature outside your door, you've been growing. Let this restorative aroma draw you into the present moment so you can appreciate the abundance of life within you and surrounding you as well. Use your gratitude to activate your full potential. Very nice. So the candle definitely does smell really, really good. All right, that was it for the box. Everything else is just squiggles. And, well, there's an unboxing. Maybe it'll spark a conversation. I'm tempted to light this right now. But I feel like if I light it too close to me, it might become too overpowering. Okay, I won't be dealing with a candle. So, Johnny, you drink chamomile herbal tea with honey. Nice. I drink, this one is mango lychee. It's a fruit tea. I don't add any honey or sugar to it. Sometimes I do, but usually no. Do I back any decks on Kickstarter? No, I've never used Kickstarter in my life, so I don't know anything about it. No, I don't back any decks. I don't know. I know of it. I've never used it, and I don't know. There's that answer. What else? Anybody doing anything for tonight's full moon? Or maybe you already did? Let's see if I missed any other chats. My baby puppy is doing great. She's currently napping next to me on the floor. We went for like an hour-long walk today because it was the first day in like 2 weeks where it wasn't so hot and humid out, and I was just relishing the woods. Let's see. Nice indie decks. I'll look into it, definitely. Oh, I'm so sorry your partner has COVID. That sucks. Hope everything, goes well. And just being sick sucks totally. And meditation and creating bottled moon water is still amazing. So Awesome. Let's see. Last month on the new moon, there was a big thunderstorm, and I put out to collect water. So it was like new moon and thunderstorm rainwater, and it felt just amazing and wonderful. And I put out bowls to collect some stuff. And then I completely forgot about it for 2 weeks until the full moon when I was ready to make more full moon water. And I was deciding what to do with the water out there. So I'm just going to keep it as 2 weeks worth. Oh, and there was a storm on the full moon as well here. So it was like 2 weeks worth from like the new moon to the full moon of like growth and stormy water. And like the energy from it is just so big and sizzly. It's so cool. I haven't done that before, but I might be doing that again. So I have like half a month of like celestial chaos water. Let's see. No, I only have one dog, but she's my baby puppy dog. When is the next hobby box opening happening? When I catch him. He's currently in Michigan for work, and we do have one box so far. We do have one box that we're going to be unboxing together. It was another bone and steel box. But between sometimes me not feeling well, him working, me school, me working, and then him traveling abroad, finding the time to go. Oh, and it needs to be in the evening and dark because I have a window like directly in front of my desk, and I can't record anything unless it's like dark or yeah, that way I have like the control of the light, otherwise it's going to be too bright, whatever, etc. So the timing hasn't been great to get that box open, but there will be one more, at least one more. Let's see. Do I study Hermetic Kabbalah? I don't know what that is. Miss Lexi, would you be able to explain that? Let's see. What else can I talk about? What do you want to know? Hello, must have Moxie. What do you guys want to know? Tree of Life, Crowley, Golden Dawn type of stuff. I have very tidbits, bits and pieces of it, nothing in depth. So I wouldn't exactly say that I studied it. I have learned a little bit of it, but I wouldn't consider studying it. I actually didn't know that phrase, the Hermetic Kabbalah. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Let's see. You put your rose water and moon water in the full moon. Awesome. I don't know. So a little bit of reason for my absence. I needed a break for me. Like before, I took breaks and pauses because school and my health was going a little crazy. And I would take a break so I could focus on that from like the YouTube stuff. But this time I felt like I needed to take a break for me. And just me myself do stuff because I'm finally feeling better, and I didn't have school for a little bit. I am taking a summer class now, but I didn't have school for a little bit, and I didn't want to stress over posting videos. So I planned on doing that just for like maybe a month and a half, and it just kind of went like media silent for a little bit. But then I ended up getting like really bad anxiety, and I couldn't put myself in front of the camera and record anything, and it was just so uncomfortable. And I don't know why, because I've been in front of the camera doing silly YouTube videos for 2 years, but I just couldn't do it. And then when I finally was able to like record something or do something, I couldn't edit it. I don't know. I couldn't look at myself for some reason. There was just some sort of disconnect or anxiety or I don't even know what to call it, what to put it. I couldn't do it. So I am feeling like mentally better now, I guess. And yeah, okay. So there's that. Let's see. Meditating in the full moon. Awesome. I think I will do that outside tonight too, because it's finally not a greenhouse out there. I planted a couple of fruit trees this summer. Currently there are 5 planted. I have 2 on the way to be delivered and 1 more that I'm going to dig up from my mom's yard. And they have been loving the horrible, sunny, humid, wet weather outside. And they've just been going nuts. So I got them as like little sticks that were like about 3 feet-ish big, and pretty much just roots and a stick and like maybe a leaf or 2 here. And now they're like getting leaves and getting all like bushy, and it's just so wonderful to watch them grow. Let's see. Starting to learn how to throw bones. Ooh. That's a really, really cool divination tool to use. Yeah, I think I did have a block. Thank you. Fruit trees, yes. Oh, I will talk about my fruit trees forever because I'm just so excited. No, I'm in Massachusetts. I think Wyoming might have similar weather, but I'm in Massachusetts and it was just gross for a couple weeks. There will be 2 Granny Smith apple trees, 2 Asian pear apple trees, 2 those like yellow cherry trees, and an apricot tree, a peach tree, a plum tree, and I'm hoping to order like maybe hazelnut tree and maybe something else, because we like mapped out our yard, estimated before like how many trees would be able to fit, but as we're planting them we realized we could fit a couple more, and why not have a little orchard. You'll be going to Salem in October. Ooh, that is exciting. That is definitely exciting. I have actually are you going like around Halloween time? I've never been to Salem around Halloween time. I always try to go off season because there's going to be a lot of people around Halloween time. Let's see, lemon thyme herb in your yard. Awesome. That is delicious to add to different dinners. And lemon and olive tree. We have a little lemon tree inside the house. We've had it for like 3 years. It's about maybe 4 foot tall. It's still like a little twig type of tree, but it has branches now. And the leaves, like if you shake it, it smells lemony and it's wonderful. So that's awesome that you had a lemon and olive tree. Let's see. Thank you. The whole orchard thing was very much inspired by a book I read. It's called To Walk a Pagan Path by... Oh God, I don't remember. Let me look that up really quick. And he talked about by Alaric Albertson. I was going to say Scott. No idea why Scott came up to mind. But To Walk a Pagan Path by Alaric Albertson. And it talks about how to like enrich your pretty much everyday life and adding some spirituality and paganism to it. And the book was very, very inspiring. I loved it. Definitely made me think hard of like how much more or what else I can add to just I don't know, be more connected. I just dropped the Amazon link to it. Be more connected to nature around me. And it was wonderful to read that a lot of the things that I do were already like witchy, how to put it. And it just like really reinforced the fact that you can have practical and magical and like everyday life connected together. So it's wonderful. Let's see. Going the week of, so plums, my favorite fruit. Nice. I love plums too. Sounds like a great orchard. Yeah, I'm to make jams and apple cider and dry fruit for teas. Ugh, I'm thrilled. It's going to take like 3-4 years before I get any fruit, but the anticipation is there. Let's see. A witchy book nook? Book nook. Is that like a little scene thing in like the book shape that goes in your bookshelf? And is that what the book nook is? Maybe. Let's see. Go gadget Google. Yes, I actually didn't look it up on Google. I posted a book review on my little classroom tab. So that would be, if you want to check that out, I kind of like talked about it and shared my favorite quotes and that sort of stuff from it. So it wasn't Google, but yes, go Google. It's great. Johnny made his own runes. Awesome. And pendulum board too. Awesome. I help you with ideas for your shadow book. Awesome. I have another, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to kind of like talk about this. I have another video coming up that in regards to my book of shadow, I'm doing like another like divider cover page. And this one is probably my favorite idea thus far. It's for like my witchy cabinet, because I have a list of all the supplies, the herbs, the crystals, and things like that I have just right in my book. That way you don't have to keep digging through my closet to see what's in there. And the cover of it's going to be like so cute if it works out. I have the supplies and the book and everything like right over there ready to make it. I just need to like set up my camera thing. So I'm hoping that would be recorded probably starting Sunday. I have an exam on Saturday. Let's see. Yes, it will go between books. Awesome. You started with a Kleenex box? Oh, that's smart. Like the little long ones, right? That is smart. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Johnny. I will. She. Okay. If I say the wrong pronouns for you, please let me know right away, because I'm just going by your by the names or whatever that comes up, and if it's a name that's usually associated with like masculine or feminine, I would kind of like automatically go for that. But if I missay your pronoun, please let me know right away. I'm she, her. Let's see. I don't know what else to talk about. I switched out the little plants behind me, except I don't know. Oh, that one's empty. I should probably stick something in there. You have a video that shows your progress? Send me the link. I think you're on Instagram, right? I think you're on Instagram. We're on Instagram. Send me the link when you upload it. I'd love to see it. Hello, Karan. Yes. Yes, definitely going to be doing more thrift flip videos. I am reducing it's been reduced for me. I was debating like which box should I stop with, and Lunarly decided to decide for me. So I will be reducing a little bit on the unboxings part and focusing a little bit more on like thrift flips, witchy tips, witchy education types of videos, craft videos, that sort of stuff. So there will still be unboxings, definitely. Especially a couple brands are like interested in working with me, which is fantastic. I've just been on vacation, so I haven't really responded to anybody, but that sort of thing. Oh, I don't know if anyone was around when I shared the curio box from, names are eluding me today. It was a curio box that I ordered, and there was this whole entire big situation about it. First, they didn't send me my whole order, and then there was like another thing, and I paid a decent amount of money. Paxton Gate, from Paxton Gate. The box was just chaos. The owner of Paxton Gate reached out to me about, I think it was about a month ago now, and he apologized profoundly. He said he just saw my video, and he sent me a new box. So that's currently in my P.O. box. I need to go pick it up, and I will be doing an unboxing of the curio box. He was saying something that what he said wasn't representative of the company, and he was apologizing, which was incredibly amazing of him. So I'm very excited. I'm very grateful, and that video is about a year old at this point. So for him to kind of like do that, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Let's see. Hello, Anarishia. You're late. That's okay. We're just hanging out. Lexi, yes, you did. It's okay. You loved Lunarly. I enjoyed Lunarly too, but they're canceling their subscription stuff, so there was that. Witch's Moon boxes, yes. I am never leaving Witch's Moon boxes. That is my top favorite box ever, and that's staying for life. And I'm not an affiliate with them. I purchased them, but I reached out to them asking about their affiliate stuff, and they don't have a program, but they've been amazing enough that the Witch's Roots, the ones with the herbs, they send that one to me for free. So I'm paying for 2 of the boxes, and they're gifting me one so I can share it, which is just been amazing of them. So them, I am never leaving. Let's see, Tamed Wild. I stopped Tamed Wild this year, so I haven't received any of the Tamed Wild boxes. Let's see. Double yes to the thrift flips. So the recent one that I've been kind of doing like little bits and pieces on, it's not a full video. It's kind of like a little phone recording montage that I'm going to kind of like piece together and put it on my Instagram or something, is of this little jewelry box that I found. I don't know how I can do this. Maybe I could show it on my phone to kind of like show you the before of it. Where'd it go? So I can show you the before of that little jewelry box and where it's at now. So, oh gosh. Hopefully you can kind of see it. It was yellowish and kind of dirtyish, and it had like this ceramic blue kind of painting on it, and that's how it looked inside. So that's like the before kind of thing. And I have done a lot to it. And this is what it looks like now. So I first thought, I got this jewelry box thinking that it's, color gold. The metal color is gold. And that's kind of like my preferred metal color. Anyways, so I just thought it was dirty and the color of it is gold. I didn't expect it to be real gold, obviously not. But I started scrubbing, I started cleaning, I took off the paint that was chipping off of the top, and I polished it off. I changed the crystal to a red agate. I added little like bedazzly thingies on the flowers on the sides, stuff like that. I ripped out the inside of it. It still has like stains from the adhesive that it was there, which I can't seem to scrub out, but I'm going to add a different lining to it. I'm just looking for like the proper like red or maybe black velvety thing, although I say I'm looking for it. I'm not like actively searching for it. But turns out that this is actually silver. This is legit silver. It's most likely silver plated, but it passed all the tests, and then I ended up getting a chemical kit because I'm just like, this can't be true because it doesn't have any markings on it, but it's a vintage box, and it's from, oh gosh, from Japan. I don't know if you could see the Japan part, and it's actually silver. So this is like a delightful find that I just thrift flipped while I was watching my class videos. Uni is going good. I have a test tomorrow. So I'm taking a summer course. It's very, very condensed. I hate it. I'm never taking another summer course again. I have an exam tomorrow, and then I have a midterm on Saturday. Yes, on Saturday. So not exactly happy about that. Let's see. What else did I miss? Yes. So as I read, I will be doing reviews. I will try to do videos of it. I definitely want to do like YouTube videos of it, but I will definitely be posting them as like a blog post on the website that will go up soon. So I will be doing like more, I don't know. I'm much better at writing than I am at speaking, especially speaking live. So I'll be doing more like in-depth reviews of like cards and things like that, and like posting close-up pictures of stuff and talking about books. So that will be going up on my blog. And if and when I do a video for it, I will also connect it together so that you could click on the link to see that, if that makes sense. But yes, definitely book reviews. That is on my list of things that I'll be doing. Any new video coming up that are a surprise? Yes. During my journey of self-discovery, I have written. I wrote a poem. But it's not like a short poem. It's like it's a couple pages long poem. And I'm going to be doing like a little video associated with it as I'm reading through it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's a little new, a little bit different. And that was like my thing. So my self-discovery thing. So that video is a little bit of a surprise. So stay tuned. Let's see. Johnny, if you're on Instagram, find me on Instagram. It's Elena Enchanted. Let's see. Oh, it's hot there. I'm sorry. But lurk away. We're just hanging out. It's gorgeous. Thank you. I am a pre-med student. I am majoring in biology, possibly double majoring in psychology as well, but definitely minoring in psychology. So I'm pre-med student. Let's see. Good life speaker, hang out with a friend. Because you are my friends. You guys are my little YouTube family. Oof. Level tests. Is it Saturday and Sunday? Is it like part of the normal school year that you had the tests on Saturday and Sunday, or was it like a condensed summer thing? Um, I don't know. What else do you guys want to know? What else do you guys want to talk about? I have some time, especially since hubby's not home. And yeah, I have no one to talk to, so I'm talking to you. Let's see. You have a new puppy? Nice. So I'm not sure what you mean. Are you taking uni and your life is busy, or are you asking how I manage uni and my life? I'm not sure what you mean by that. And tarot decks, Mystic Dreamer and Celtic Tarot deck. Nice. I've heard of the Celtic one. I don't think I heard of the Mystic Dreamer one. Tarot? Talk about my tarot and oracle decks. Sure. I have a collection that's a little bit embarrassing at this point. Some I buy because they're just so pretty. Some wonderful creators and crafters have sent them to me for reviews and how they fit into my daily practice. So in the mornings, I have like a morning ritual that I do. I come up to my altar, I welcome the day, I say a little prayer, and I usually pull a card if I'm working with a specific deck for that week. It could either be like tarot or oracle card because I switch between the two. And how do I put it? And I like pull a card for that day. Yeah, I do a daily card pull, almost on a daily basis, and I kind of read it and I ask it kind of like, how will my day go, or what should I watch out in the day, or whatever question that I feel at that point. And usually on new moons and full moons, I would do more of like an in-depth reading. And at times, if I just feel like I need some extra guidance, I would go up and pull a deck out and work with that deck, or work with it with meditating and things like that. So I don't do anything, I don't know, I don't think I do anything super specific or super exciting. I like to pay attention to which deck is kind of calling to me at that moment, and I don't know, work with it. Does that answer your question? At times, if I need like more guidance for like my daily pull, I do like a 3-card pull where it's how's the day gonna go, what is the obstacle, and what does my like spirit guide want to tell me or give me advice on. So between like just the 1 card if I need to do it quickly, or like the 3 cards if it's tarot and I need a little bit more in depth. That's kind of like my morning to go thing. I don't know. Normal school year? Wow, I'm sorry. That's a lot of studying, I'm sure, for wow. Okay. I'm not keeping it together for the whole uni thing. It's a struggle. Um, I I don't know. So some part of my life ends up getting kind of put aside. For some reason I can only like focus on certain things. So if I'm doing uni and YouTube, and for instance when I was doing my shop, then like me and housework and cleaning kind of ended up going down. So that ended up happening. And depends on like which one I end up focusing, the other one kind of drops down. So I'm not very good at balancing my life. I definitely need to practice that better. But I survive. That's what it is. I survive. Oh, you're following me now on Instagram? Awesome. I will check that up later. What does it feel like when a deck calls to you? For different people, it's a little bit different. For me, usually it's one that like really catches my eye. So I have them in like a little storage thing where I can see all of them pretty much. And one of the ways is if it like really catches my eye and I'm like really interested like towards working with it. Other times I would see like the deck or the card or something like that in my head, and I know that's kind of like the card that I want to work, that's kind of the deck that I want to work with, and that's like the deck that's calling me. And at times I would just pick a deck for the week and work with it. Usually it'll be either one of my favorite decks, which is like the antique Rider Way, or the True Black Tarot, or the Shadowscapes Tarot. Those 3 tarot cards are like my top favorite that I usually work with. But there's a lot of times where I switch to a different deck. And especially if I get a new deck, I like to devote like a week to working with it and sensing its energies. That way we can have build a connection with those cards and implement it into like a daily reading or something like that if they're interested to call to me, or if I'm called to them, drawn to them, something along those lines. Let's see. We all try to survive. Yes. Good night, Karan. Favorite crystal is red, black obsidian, red tiger eye, and smoky quartz. Nice. I like smoky quartz. My favorite crystal is carnelian. I love working with this crystal, and I have a couple of them all throughout like the house. It has a very inspiring and like energetic energy to it, and it gives me a boost when I'm tired. So definitely a crystal I like to work with, and I also like to work with honey calcite. This one's a recent favorite, is honey calcite, which is good for creativity, that kind of thing. And regular clear quartz is my favorite, smoky quartz. I really like to work with it. And amethyst, because purple is a pretty color. Let's see. I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions? Anything else I can talk about? What do you want to see on like a blog type of website, or do you read blogs? And what do you like enjoy? Like what's an enjoyable part of blogs? Maybe I can do like, can I do a poll? Ooh. Okay. That's kind of cool. I could do a poll, but I don't want to do perfect stone. What a perfect for open more consciousness. You mean perfect stone? Quartz. It's a different type of quartz. I'm really bad with names. Like this, my brain does this. Lemurian quartz. Lemurian quartz is really good for opening up your consciousness. Angelite is really good with working with like angelic beings or higher beings. Celestite, is good with working with celestial energies. That those are kind of at the top of my mind right now. Apophyllite. Apophyllite is also good for opening consciousness. If anybody else has suggestions for crystals for opening consciousness, pop them down here. And you put, okay, I need to see that picture on Instagram then. I'm going for that. Let's see. Okay. I need to see that picture. Did you send me a message with it, or is it, are you Peggy Designs on Instagram? Oh man. Can you send me a message so that I can find you? Otherwise, I'll be looking forever. Let's see. Still working on my journey forward to 5th dimension. It takes time. That definitely takes time. Are you talking more like astral projection, or are you talking about like shifting consciousness? That sort of thing. And you know what? I am gonna pop a poll. Shift consciousness. That's a little bit easier than astral projection, but that's also very interesting and can definitely be a little bit intimidating. Hi, Timothy. I'm glad you're here. I had a very interesting experience during my self-discovery journey the past few months, where it came to me kind of in a dream, but all of my dreams are lucid dreams. So I don't have like dreams. I know what's going, every single dream I've ever had is a lucid dream. This did not feel like a lucid dream. This did not feel like a dream. And it was like really, really interesting. I was there, and then there were like 3 other people there. There was like an older person, I wouldn't say an older person, older than me person. I would say maybe in like 30s, 40s. There was a toddler being like held by the older person, and then there was a young teenager person. They were female, and I only saw the back of the older person. I saw the face fully of the infant, and I saw the teen kind of like a side profile view. And the energy felt so like loving and connecting. And the weirdest part was I was there as me, standing and observing these 3 females, and at the same time I can see through their eyes. So I was in like 4 places at once, and I could see from both the older, the toddler, and like the teen eyes at the same exact time. It was trippy. And the thing that I pretty much experienced through it, or what I understand, is that finally like pieces of me were coming together. If that makes sense. So that was like a very, very interesting experience. Maybe it was the fates. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if it was the fates, because I felt like a part of them, or they were a part of me, or that it was me, but it felt really good. It felt like really, really good energy, and it felt like really loved and like connected energy. if that makes sense. So yeah. Definitely feels like a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't we all a part of our fates? I think you're onto something. That is. Okay, that's gonna like throw me in a loop afterwards to think about it. But yeah, you're right. Definitely right. That's why I really enjoyed doing these chats. I get to meet like some awesome people like you guys. My dog is still napping. That walk just like tired her out. Yeah, I agree with the more we connect with ourselves, the more we become aware. Absolutely. I think that's because we're realizing our own energies and just like our potential and our own existence or like presence in this universe, that we're finally able to kind of sense things outside of ourselves and realize that sometimes the thoughts that come into your head might not be your own. And once you like are more connected with yourself, you can kind of understand how you're thinking and how your thoughts usually happen, which helps you connect with like your spirit guides, higher beings, and that sort of thing, because you are able to sense a little bit of, you can sense the difference between you and something else, if that makes sense. And I really really definitely agree with your statement. So yeah, which is why if anytime I talk about like beginners, like where you should start with, which whatever path you're part of, first thing that you should really do is study yourself, learn yourself, understand yourself, and like learn your energy and how you fit into the universe. Yeah. um, my maiden mother crone could be that thought definitely came to mind. Gemini, and you like Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter too. Let's see. Yeah, I like your, I definitely like your input. Must have Moxie. It's really odd saying the usernames for names, but I'm really enjoying your input. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. And yeah, I definitely was at a block, at a crossroads, something. I don't think I'm fully out of it yet, but I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. It's a process. It's a journey. I'm ready to discover more. I can just say Moxie. Okay, will do. Let's see, what other things can I talk about? I have a lot of boxing videos to catch up on. So those would be coming out rapidly, maybe. I'm going to have a little bit of a break between my summer semester and then my fall semester. So I'm really hoping to devote a lot of that time to YouTube and that sort of thing. A little bit of life events. We're getting our windows and siding replaced in our house, which I am thrilled about. I am very, very excited. You know, you're an adult when you're excited for siding. So, yeah. And our neighbors already think I'm crazy because I don't really like to mow our lawn. I let the wildflowers grow, And um so the neighbor right across from us, his lawn is pristine. It is like perfectly trimmed, perfectly green. He has his landscaping done. It is just that's his hobby. He's a retired gentleman, and that is his hobby. And I'm sure he hates our front yard because we don't necessarily care about our lawn being perfectly trimmed. I like the wildflowers. I don't care. But right now, we're planting all the trees and orchard stuff. That way there's less lawn for us to look at. So it's going to be in the front yard. Yes. And our house currently right now has very old wooden siding, and it's in like this farm brick red type of color. And it's ancient. The siding needed to be done like 5 years ago. But we finally are getting around to it, and we're doing siding. This is why I'm saying that my neighbors already think I'm crazy, and they're just going to completely like lose it. It's going to be black, almost black. It's going to be a dark, dark brown that looks pretty much black. And I'm going to be the witch at the end of our street, and I don't care. And they're just definitely going to... They're definitely going to think we're cuckoo. Oh, and I do like my rituals and things like that in our backyard, and I'm completely open. I don't hide anything. I don't care. So, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Do live unboxing videos? Maybe I could do a couple live unboxing videos. I'll think about that. Let's see. What else? Yay for adulting home care. Oh man, you should have seen me when we got our washer and dryer replaced a few years back. That was the highlight of me realizing that I'm an adult. Let's see. Wildflower, meadow, natural growing, less trimming. Yes. Untrimmed lawn. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, when the fruit is going to be fruiting, my fruit trees, I will definitely be sharing with the neighbors because there's going to be a lot. Fingers crossed. They're going to thrive. The fruit trees are going to fruit sooner than expected. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be amazing. And I'm definitely going to be sharing it with the neighbors, and hopefully they'll think I'm a little bit less cuckoo. But honestly, I really don't care. Yeah, dark brown, and it's gonna be like white window frames, and we're getting like our house is ancient, kind of. It's not ancient, but it's old and worn. And it has the windows that it pretty much started off with. I think this house was built in 1980, so it's not old, but it's worn, if that makes sense. What else was I going to say? Yeah, and the windows that we currently have are like the crank windows, so that it like slides, like here's the wall, and like the window slides, swings open. It swings open, and you have to crank this thing, and it gets stuck, and I hate it so much. And it has like a very thick frame around it, and then it has a thick frame in the center of it, and the window like space is decent, but because of all the framing that comes with it, it's not as much glass. Let's see, but the new windows have like thin frames, and they're gonna slide side to side instead of like me having to crank the thing, so there's gonna be more window. And yeah, I'm an adult. I'm excited for windows and siding. Bye, Moxie. Nice to hang out with you too. Let's see. Or maybe they like Cuckoo more than I think. They're nice. I don't know. I have two like close neighbors. So the guy in front with his wife, and they have the perfect lawn. And then I have another neighbor on the side of us, and I've never spoken to her. Never, but we're civil. Like we wave hi to each other. That's about it. But the neighbor in front, we have spoken to him, and he has a dog, and each time I'm walking, he always has like a biscuit, so he gives the dog a biscuit. Anyways, so I don't know. Everyone's okay, but I'm sure they think I'm cuckoo. Crank windows too. Oh, you're not leaving. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the excitement over windows. Seriously. What the crank there's goods to the crank windows, and there's bads, but if the window is like old and it gets stuck and it like requires your whole body to open it, then there's and another thing that I don't like is that the screen is on the inside of the house and the glass is the outside of the house. So when you open the window, there's a screen that like protects from all the bugs and all that stuff. But if like a bug lands on it and it's sitting on the screen and then you close the window, the bug is still there in between the glass and the screen. And yeah, I don't like it. Let's see. Red, black, witch's broomstick. Awesome. Excited for Halloween decorations. I'm loving the essence of the Halloween decorations, but we don't really decorate the outside of our house for any holiday. So I don't really buy Halloween decorations unless it's to decorate my altar. Yeah. I love looking at all of them. There's like so many different like pillows that have all of these like Halloweeny vibes. It's great. Definitely great. But I decorated our house maybe twice. No, for about a year and a half. I kind of did like little seasonal decorations for the house the first year that I lived here. And then it took a lot of work to put them up, and then it took a lot of work to put them down, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So there's not much seasonal decorations going on throughout the house, but there definitely is on my altar. So that's the only place I really do it. Let's see. Different store displays. Nice. Yes, there's a lot of been very witchy type of things. Like I watch a show on Hulu, and there's a commercial about Red Bull gives you wings, and there's like a witch making a potion instead. A lot of things this year have been very witchy-esque. So yeah, definitely witchy-esque. But that's a good thing. I feel like it's becoming more open, more accepted, and less sheltered, if that makes sense. Yeah, I did notice that at Barnes & Noble. I'm not allowed to go into Barnes & Noble per my own restriction, because my to-read list pile is much more than me being capable of reading the books, and they all just look so nice, and I just love seeing the books on my bookshelves, and then I just keep buying the books because I will read them eventually. I just like the stack of looking at them too. I'm also not really allowing myself to go inside like craft supply stores because I will spend a fortune in there regardless if I have an idea or not of what to do. It's more like a ooh shiny type of thing. And a fabric store. I was actually at a fabric store today. I I was good. I didn't get that much. That much. um, let's see. Any tips for beginner altars? Never know what to do with my altar. Simple altar candle to invoke energies and to kind of have like a focusing point. And maybe if you want to decorate something seasonal, maybe get a bouquet of wildflowers, something that makes you feel connected to the energies that you want to work with. On my altar, my main focus is on the 4 points and the 4 energies: water, fire, earth, air, north, south, east, west. And I always have the 2 energies of masculine and feminine. So I don't work with any deities, but I acknowledge the masculine and the feminine energies because it's the yin and yang, sort of speak. So those are the energies that I usually work with, and my altar is kind of set up around that, and I incorporate seasonal things to it as well. As for an altar, it doesn't need to be anything special. You don't need to make it Pinterest perfect. Literally, just a candle and like a decoration works amazing. Or maybe you just do an altar cloth or a candle. Or if you're working with a particular deity, altar cloth, candle offering. Or maybe a little statuette, or maybe crystals. I have crystals also on my altar. It's over there. I should do another like altar tour update thing, though not too much has changed. But yeah, doesn't there's no rule for what you need for your altar. There's whatever works. I guess that's kind of how to put it. I don't like to say things like this is what you need, this is what you should have, this is what you need to work with, and this is how you connect with whatever it is that you want to connect with, because everybody's practice is personal. Everyone's connection and interpretation of energy is personal. So for instance, let's see, how do I put it? For instance, I have my wheel of the year little plaque thing on my altar. That for me symbolizes the seasons as well. And I can like turn it to which Sabbath is happening at that moment. But I also incorporate that as the cycle of life and death, as cycles all around, cycles of seasons, cycles of energies, cycles of connections, cycles of like the menstrual cycles, like cycles in general, everything like spherical, really, no, that doesn't make any sense, that sort of thing. So I use that like plaque not just as paying attention to what the Sabbaths are and what the seasons are. That has like more meaning to me than that. Or let's see if anything that has like something super unique. I don't really think there's anything super unique on there. But does that make sense? Or you can do like different candles for different energies, or work with different crystals. My book of shadows is up on my altar. I don't know. I have a video, like a older video of my altar tour. That could be a little bit of an inspiration, but you don't have to look at the Pinterest pictures, the Instagram pictures, or whatever. You don't have to follow a specific thing. Put on your altar whatever feels bright to you? Oh, I have plants up there too. That sort of thing. Let's see, what did I miss? Which aesthetic is very trendy? How do you feel about it? Yes and no. I love that it's being much more accepted. I love that it's becoming more common. I love that there's so many new tarot cards, so many new books, so many jewelry and different things that are witchy and pagan related. I love that. I don't like how if somebody just comes up, buys a crystal, buys a pendant of some sort, buys tarot cards, and then they're like, I'm a witch. I am a witch. And it's not necessarily that part, it's the fact that a lot of the times they jump in way too far into what they're trying, into what they think it should be, without actually studying and sitting back and experiencing the energies. So I love that it's becoming much more open and accepted. I really dislike how anyone can, how people just put that label on themselves without actually being one. If that makes sense. I don't know. Because if anybody has a calling towards it, definitely, absolutely. And maybe buying your first tarot card deck is what's going to spark your connection to it. I love that. But just, I don't know, there's some things on TikTok where people are, I can tell that they're relatively new to the craft and they're automatically sharing hexes and curses and all of these things, and then they start telling other people that they're wrong. That part bothers me a lot. So and there's good and bad to it. Let's see. Which aesthetic is stereotypical? Absolutely. 100%. When I don't dress witchy. I My husband has a term for the way that I dress. He says it's a rich witch bitch kind of aesthetic, where I like a business casual type of outfit and with like a little bit of like a darker. So I don't dress witchy or like a stereotypical gothy type of look or anything like that. I like to dress a bit more formal. It feels powerful. It feels great for me. I love that. And a lot of the times, like if I go into pagan-based shop or something like that, they start talking to me like I'm a newbie because I don't look like a witch or whatever. And I just kind of like listen to them, and they just try to talk to me and like explain things when what they're explaining to me is wrong, especially like with a crystal or something like that. And I'll just listen to them, and it's like, oh, when did you start practicing? Like they asked me, and it's like, oh, I've been practicing for over 12 years. And they're like, and then they hide. That sort of thing. So the witch aesthetic is absolutely stereotypical, but if that's what you enjoy, if you enjoy that like gothicy type of look, wearing it's whatever you feel amazing in. So yeah, but I agree, it's stereotypical a little bit. Stacking through places of books, yeah. One book a week, no more. I'd spend all the money. Yep. Let's see. Need to read 2 and 3 books at a time. I am the same way. I put out a poll on Instagram like a couple months ago in regards to reading books. I am the absolute same way. I need to read 2 or 3 books at a time, and then I always have an audiobook. So I like a pagan-based topic. I like a science-y studying-based topic. Audiobook is whatever is my curious interest. And I like a book that's, I don't know, fictional, spicy vampire romance novels. kind of a thing. But those are like the 3 type of like books I usually shift between. So, yeah. Don't have an altar. Oop, that kind of jumped. But my boyfriend is getting used to me leaving little piles of rocks around the house. Yeah. Um, my husband, like, if he's out on his trips and he finds a cool rock, he brings it home, and I love that. I love that he collects rocks for me, and some of them do look pretty cool. So we have definitely little piles of rocks everywhere, and it's amazing. Um, let's see. Oh, hi, Deborah. Let's see. Love your videos. Can you do a witchy book tour? I can at some point. So in regards to books, a lot of the time, a couple of times, people have asked for like book recommendation or witchy books. When I was younger, I read a ton of pagan-based books, and I had quite a few, and I went through quite a few. But because of the household I was in, because of the stereotype and my mother, she threw away every single book she could find, which by the end, I kind of got scared of reading, or not necessarily scared. I didn't find it a point to buy a book and to keep it because she's just going to throw it out. And I didn't really get back into like heavy reading until about maybe 3 years ago. So I'm rebuilding my collection, and there are a couple of times now that I bought a witchy book that looked interesting, or a pagan-based book that looked interesting, and I'm reading it, and I'm like remembering that I already read it, but I don't remember any of the titles or anything like that because it was like way back when. So I will do a recent book tour type of thing, maybe at some point. I currently don't have any like nearby. They're in the living room, but I can do that at some point. Let's see. Work with Egyptian deities. Awesome. Don't follow others' altars. I create my own decorative how I feel my altar should represent. I don't do all sabbats, only the ones I feel more connected to. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Denise. Good idea to add colors, flowers, and fruits that are associated to the time and what you want to represent. Thank you. Crystals will be my death sentence. Got way too many. There's no such thing as too many crystals. What? No. There's no such thing as too many crystals, as too many stationary items, too many books, or too many shoes. Words to live by. Awesome. Yeah, definitely make what you're feeling most connected to. And dragons, cool. I have met some people that work with dragon energy. And that is definitely interesting. I will think of how to phrase this question later. I'll come back to it. Let's see. Hope they find the kind of connection with it. Yep. Hi, Alex. Thank you. Yes, the live will be uploaded and saved. Definitely. Everyone's an expert. Yeah. And a lot of the times that is true. People are definitely experts in their particular path or craft or something that they do. But a lot of things are also a little bit more generalized, as in crystal associations and herbal associations and that sort of thing, because they already have their own vibrations. So if someone wants to share a part of their craft and they talk about, their path and their passion and that sort of thing, which is great. I can't say anything about that. I have no opinion. There's no input that I can put into it. But when they start talking about certain crystals and like promising all of these things under the moon about them, that kind of just bugs me. Let's see. Nothing wrong with vampire romance. Thank you. There's a book series called the Black Dagger Brotherhood that I have just been going through the books nonstop. I think I maybe read 10 or about 10 books from this series so far. Great storyline. Wonderful storyline. I love like the storyline associated to it, but definitely spicy vampire romance. An advantage of going towards stereotype, keeps annoying neighbors away. Yes, but I have realized that dressing up business casual and looking fancy-ish definitely keeps other people away too. Let's see. Never throw away books. No. I agree. Throwing away books is taboo, in my opinion. That should not exist. But she did that. And then she lied to me. She promised me that when I turned 18, she'd give them all back. No. They're gone. Let's see. Books by Elaine Roberts. She writes books about werewolves, witches, vampires, and shapeshifters. They're also romance. Ooh, Elaine Roberts. Pen. I will write that down. Yes. Let's see. Any writers or titles? If Denise wants to. Yeah, the one that I've been currently reading is the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and I like it. Books thing that people read. Yeah, I can. I could show like all of my books at some point. Maybe hop on a live and just go through like a pile of books and talk about them. The recent ones that I read. German books. Cool. I would love to read like other books in different languages or like learn other languages. German is one. I am obsessed with language. Like I speak English, obviously. I speak Russian. I speak a little bit of Ukraine, and I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm currently learning more in Spanish. I hope by the end of this year to be like conversational, at least a little bit. But I speak enough to the point where I can like make appointments and talk to people in like a dental assistant type of setting. Talk about medications and appointments and like their cleanings and that sort of thing. So that's the highlight of my Spanish speaking, but I would love to learn more languages. That is just a thing. Let's see. Started a daily gratitude practice about a year ago. My apothecary jar is almost full and I need a branch to evolve to. Suggestions. No, Timothy, what do you mean by that? I understand the daily gratitude practice. Apothecary jar almost full. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Current fan of Wraith region. Definitely spicy. Ooh. Okay. I'm definitely writing that one too. I'm glad we have some spicy book fans over here. That's awesome. And supernatural. Yeah. Wraith Rain. X Aratari. Okay. Book show and tell. Okay. I'm doing a crystal thing. I don't know if anybody here was part of it when I did my plants stuff, and I was gonna do a crystal organizing live video chat type of thing. I think that one's gonna be next. But a book one, yeah, that'll be fun. That way we can have a bunch of book recommendations going through this. That'll be great. Let's see, Little French, Cherokee Indian, nice. Dark Hunter series by Cheryl Kenyon. Okay. Writing that one down too. One of the writers, Marcus Hates, races from Lord of the Rings with their adventures. Interesting. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but I do enjoy it. Place a slip of paper into the jar daily rather than journal, as I have many of them. Oh. What do you... Your video just posted. Thank you, Peggy. Let's see. You place a slip of paper into the jar daily instead of writing it in a journal. What do you need the suggestions for? Because I love that idea. Do you do anything with it? Or is that what the suggestion is for? I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit confused. I'm sorry. Fluent in Dutch, English. I can manage level in French, German, and Japanese. That's amazing. Yeah, I want to learn Japanese, German, and Mandarin. I want to learn Mandarin. Yeah. Oh, and you're just that's an amazing accomplishment. Good job. That's awesome. That's great. I'm a little jealous, but good for you. We've had this chat for an hour and a half. The time went by really quickly. Let's see my next plans. Something. I don't know. I keep trying to make plans and try to schedule things of what to do, but none of them end up working. So I'm just kind of winging it and seeing what happens. So, yeah. A little French, not quite conversational. You can always build on that, but a little bit is better than nothing, and that's awesome. That's really awesome. Language is definitely have a certain calling to me or certain enticement. It's just being able to like communicate with people. It's nice. Definitely. The anorexia in regards to like the way your brain works. Some people are much more definitely inclined to understanding and learning languages, and that could be part of your brain process. That's amazing. Am I thinking about writing my own book about my practice, for example? Yes, definitely thinking about it. I have a little book project thing in progress that I dabble with on occasion. And that's less of like I wouldn't say it's like my personal type of practice stuff, but it's following the magic of the seasons and kind of like a daily thing, not a daily thing, kind of like a way to connect with the seasons and the cycles. So saying that I'm like actively working on it is inaccurate, but the big idea is there. And I have started like dabbling and jotting it down and things like that. I just don't have the time to like really fully engross and dedicate my time to it. Like I have a ton of ideas and a ton of started projects. Like I started designing my own tarot deck, and that's definitely on hold, and it's going to be on hold for a while. But the idea is there. Promising that it's going to get accomplished, I can't. So maybe some inspiration will like slap me in the face, then I'll get it out quickly. But yes and no. Don't wait for it, pretty much. I'll let you know. Tim, that's a really amazing practice. I really like that idea. That's definitely amazing. I'm more of like a journaling fanatic, so I do most of my stuff on journaling, but I really love that jar idea. Thank you for sharing. Ask about dragons. Yes. Do you work with any like particular dragon entity or breed? Because there's different folklore in different types of dragons. Like more Asian cultures have their own type of understanding and energetic work with dragons, and then there's European Europe interpretations of dragons. That's kind of my that was kind of my question. Do you work with like a particular breed of a dragon, or is it just dragon energy in general? I think that's how to say it. I don't want to say breed of dragon. That just sounds a little odd. But any pantheon of dragon. Yeah, I think that's is that the proper way to phrase it? Tanya, I love your starter plants behind you. Thank you. Yeah, I like them too. And hi, Tanya. Welcome to my chitty chatty video. I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? Ask a question. Pick a topic. Regional dragons, Eastern versus Western. Okay. Yeah, that works. There's always something so fascinating about the imagery and depiction of dragons. Some of them are just so beautiful. It's lovely. Yeah. If anybody was at the last live I did in regards to like the whole plant care thing, I was repotting a ton of plants. I'm happy to say that all but one survived. So they all of them except one survived, and I don't know why that other one didn't, but yeah, plant babies are doing decent. Ooh, story. Tanya works with them in her totem. Nice. You feel fascinated, but you don't deserve to work with them. That makes sense. That's how I feel in regards to deities and like other higher energetic beings and working with them. I feel like I am not important enough to like call onto them and ask for their help or like work with them and like expect things from them. So I know exactly how that feels, and I don't know why, but that's just the way that my brain's working. I don't know. Do I do any ancestral work? Yes, I do. I don't think I do anything like intensely ritualistic with it, but I leave offerings for my ancestors. I try to like communicate a bit with my ancestors. My biological dad is like the most communicative, if that makes sense. And there's another relative. She's a female. She's from my mom's side, and I'm not sure if she's my great grandma or my great great grandma. She's definitely a very distant relative that I've never met in person, but she was a practitioner, and I definitely have like a decent connection with her. So those are the two main ancestors that I work with, or that want to work with me, if that makes sense. But a lot of my background family were Christian, very Christian, and very strict Christian. So the recent ancestors, other than my grandma from my dad's side, she's like content and sometimes like comes and hangs out, if that makes sense, but not super informative, like not super communicative. But yes, I do ancestral work. Mainly just talking to them and listening, and just giving them a space on my altar so that they can come visit. Yeah. Um, um, let's see. Some deep thoughts. I'm not sure which subject that was related to, because I kind of just talked about a couple things. Very personal. Okay. Yeah, personal story, and you don't need the acceptance of other people, and if they don't agree and they don't like it, but you feel connected to it, then you do you, boo. Deities and that love to be called upon. I ask them to join my circle during certain rituals. I only have a select few that I call upon. I don't. Maybe. I did have a couple that like try to communicate with me and had and like presented themselves, and like there was a little bit of like an energetic exchange or something like that, where they wanted to work with me, but I just feel timid and I don't know, unworthy to work with them. So I haven't really like, I don't know, really followed that path, if that makes sense. Um let's see. I believe my mom tries to communicate with me, and the signs she leaves me are crazy. Sometimes that can happen, yeah. See, when I was okay, Anaricia, I assume there's more to your story. Thank you for sharing that. But a certain deity has been interesting to work with. Maybe I'll dip my toe in at some point when I feel a little bit more comfortable, but I feel like I have a lot of self-discovery to do before I do that. And if a deity does call to you and you do feel connected to it, please like reach out if you feel comfortable. Like don't think that you're unworthy, because I'm very certain you're not. I'm sure I'm not either, but that feeling is like still there. And it could possibly be like a psychological imprint from my upbringing, from like being in a very strict Pentecostal family, where they have instilled into you that you are God's sheep, or Yahweh's sheep, and that he is up there and you are down here, and you should fear him and respect him. That could be a psychological block as to why I am very nervous or feeling very, I don't know, timid about working with them, because of just how instilled it was that you are worthless from that religion. So I don't know. Maybe that's something I should do a deep shadow work dive into and try to figure it out. Bye, Timothy. Thank you for joining already. Oh, that's an amazing story. I got goosebumps. That's incredible. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That is a very amazing and strong connection. That's lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. That is such a good connection, and I'm happy for you. I'm really glad that you're able to be connected like that. That's amazing. So, a little bit about deity talk. Let's see. What else do you guys want to know? I'm running out of topics. At least I'm running out of ideas for topics. How about bells? Do you like bells on your altar, or certain sounds for like a cleansing or a clearing? Because I have found, I just rolled over bubble wrap, but I have found the cutest, at least I think it's the cutest bell from the thrift store. And it's like very vintage. It needs a little bit of TLC to kind of clean it up. But I'm extremely particular about like the noise, or like the way that the bell sounds. It needs to be at a certain frequency. So not all bells sound the same. And I found this one and I just love the way it looks. I love like the handle of it and just how wonderful. Said it looks hand painted. It's, the paint could be hand painted, but it's etched. Like this, it's textured, so it could be painted over, but it's textured. So and the sound of it, I love the sound of it, and I'm just very excited. I found a bell I like. There's one that I found like way back when that I like to use, but yeah, bells. Let's see. How's school going? It's going, but it's going in a good direction. And yes, I did talk about it. Nothing really too in depth. I'm taking one class. I'm actually retaking a class that I took in the fall semester. I didn't fail the class. I got a D plus in it, but in order for it to count towards my major, I need a C, and it was just so I needed to retake it. Yeah. Let's see. Never did sound cleansing. I like to do sound cleansing. Sometimes if I have like, I don't know, if I'm sick and I have like a sinus infection, I don't want to deal with anything incense related. Bells work great. I enjoy the noise of it, of the bells that I choose, and sometimes that's just what resonates with me at that time. So I don't always use it. My preferred is definitely like incense and those smoke cleansing wands type of things. So those are my preferred. I usually love the smell of them, but I I like bells. I like music. I play the flute, so sound is my friend. Let's see. 3 spirit animals that communicate with me. That's really cool with the spirit animals. That's awesome. That's a great connection. I get conflicting info on bells. Are they warding or welcoming to spirits? There are some spirits that like bells, but if your intention is to cleanse, then it will be a warding. It's not going to be inviting. If your intention is to invite them, then it will be inviting. Same thing with different incense. An incense can be used for cleansing. An incense can be also used for invoking or for guiding energies to you. So it depends on which intention you're like inputting into like the thing that you're using. Yeah. For bells, I mainly use it as like cleansing, and I'm how do I put this into words? I use it as like a wake up kind of thing. So when I do my morning prayers, I use a bell, and it's kind of like I'm at the same time cleansing my space and waking up the energies that I'm working with. I think that's the way to explain it. Or like letting them know that I'm ready to work with them. And it wakes me up too. So there's that. Wake up call. Ring, ring, ring. um, let's see. Witches' bells on doors and altar. Yeah, nice. Sounds like my church bells. Cool. Yeah, more confident in your belief in spirituality. That's really good. Definitely. It's tough. It took me a while to really become comfortable and confident in my own beliefs and like the things that I'm feeling. Um, bell on working altar and a singing bowl too. Yeah, that's nice. I have a little singing bowl that I got from Lunarly a while back, and I just love the ding that it sounds, or like when you do it around it and it like makes that very like deep ringing. At least that one does. I love it. At some point, when I have a different room that I can dedicate completely to all of my witchiness and not have to split it half and half between my office, craft room, and my witchy room, like split it into 3, I want to get the singing bells, but like the big ones, like the ones that have that deep like bong to them. That is on my wish list. Right now, I just don't have space for them. Several small bells, 1 large bell. Nice. Wind chimes. I love wind chimes. I love wind chimes so much. My husband hates them, and it's really funny. She collected bells. Oh, that's a cool collection. Yeah, retaking classes isn't fun. Um, yeah, Denise, that I agree with you in regards to like sharing your thoughts and other people. If someone's mind is made up not to listen, they'll never understand. Um, salt and sound instead of smoke cleansing because of pets. Nice. My cat doesn't care. Whenever I do any cleansings or things like that, she does her own thing. Sometimes she comes and visits me. Sometimes she like hangs out in the space that I've cleansed. My dog, on the other hand, anything cleansing related, she's gone. Absolutely gone. Be it bells, be it drums, be it the singing bowls that I do, be it incense, be it candles, be it like a spray, be it just me like spiritually cleansing the place. She does not like it, and I don't know why. I don't sense anything like present in her, but that's just not her thing at all. Let's see. Have the light of the full moon streaming through your window. Oh, that's amazing. My window's currently closed, but maybe after this is over, I'm gonna be here for like maybe another couple more minutes. I'm gonna go outside and hopefully enjoy some cooler air. Let's see. You like to use drums? Nice. Or the handmade with your hand or the handmade drumstick. Oh, cool. I was gifted like this beautiful drum by one of my subscribers, which I just love to use. It has a wonderful sound. And I also got there goes that word thing. The steel drum, the one that the Little Mermaid thing, the like the steel drums. I have one of those, and that one is so much fun to work with. I like the idea of a handmade drumstick. Ooh, I might have to try that. Let's see. You play electric guitar. Cool. Explanation about bells waking up. Thank you. I'm glad that helps out, or that explanation makes sense. Yeah, Denise, certain frequencies are definitely triggering. Yeah, which is why I am very particular about the sound that my bell makes or anything else that I have. Absolutely. And if anybody's ever like really paid attention to certain like noises or sounds or frequencies, like if you're meditating and let's say using a specific sound, it's really fascinating to start to sense where that sound is like resonating from, because some hit like a specific chakra point, or some hit like a chakra like section, or maybe like, how do I put it? It's not just with chakra. Some feel a different type of way. And if you take like a tone at a time, or like a bell at a time, or like a drum beat at a time, and you just sit there and feel the way that feel the sound, feel the frequency, you can sense like where it's resonating from you. And that's how you can work with certain frequencies with certain chakras and certain things. Like if you want to open up like your crown chakra or something like that, there is a frequency for it that will resonate for you. Now there are standards out there for different frequencies for chakras, but I think that's a very like generalized term, because people are slightly different atom composition than others. So there's like a general broad spectrum of like what works for humans. But what works for you individually is like a little bit different. So that frequency might need to be shifted or changed just a little bit. But getting like that chart of like which frequency resonates with what is a good starting point, because it'll be somewhere around there. And it's a fascinating meditation thing to try out. Let's see. Soaking up the energy of the full moon. Yeah. You have a black cat named Salem. Cool. So, bells. That was that topic about bells. I'm drawing a blank. Somebody post a topic. Let's talk about something else. No other ideas? The poll that was put up here is like a 50-50 in regards to blogs, so that's interesting. Herbs or essential oils? Anything particular you want to know, or just something for me to like pull out of thin air? I like working with the different flora of the energy around me, like in my backyard, pretty much. There are oak trees, there are birch trees, there's different grass, different wildflowers, and that sort of thing. And I enjoy like connecting with them, and I harvest them, and I like to use various herbs in like my arts and crafts. If anybody's seen any like some of my artsy craftsy videos, I like to add the dried flowers and that sort of thing. Do I create my own oils? Yes, I do. I like to create oils that I can use as something useful, either as like a perfume type of thing, or like a moisturizer, or one of my favorite ways to use essential oils is as like cuticle oil. I know that sounds a little bit ridiculous, but but I like to have an oil that I created with an intention. For example, like peace, or like to fall asleep easier, or to relax, or to ground myself, and that sort of thing. And as I like do the cuticle oil and like massage it in, that's a little bit of like a meditation for me, that I can like smell it and feel it, and like understand that I'm working in that like grounding, for instance, for me. And at the same time, it's kind of like practical. It's not just an oil that you use. I have this thing where I don't like something to just be it, or not necessarily that. I like it better when there's another like practical or a multiple tool or use to it. For like I said, the oils and like the cuticle oil type of thing, because I feel like it kills two birds with one stone, and I feel more connected because I use it more frequently. Another way I love to use oils is when I do my intentions, and I would write down an intention, do the drop of oil that corresponds to it, and then I usually burn that intention or bury it or wish or that sort of thing. So yeah. Let's see. How I use them and which do you prefer? So I kind of talked about those uses. There are oils that I get from like boxes. Like this one is an intention oil that I would, if I feel comfortable with it, if I resonate with it, I would use, like for instance, intention as an intention oil, because there's sometimes that I would get an oil or something like that in a box that it doesn't feel comfortable to use, and then I don't use it. I don't work with it. But dropper, like I said, dropping it onto intention is another way that I use it. Using it to anoint candles is another way, or anoint other things, mainly candles. At times I would like add it to like an incense stick, but sometimes that turns out to be a really bad idea, so I would not recommend it. Let's see. Evolved as a species to pause in silence every 20 minutes or so. That's definitely pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Video on some oils I make. I'll add it to the list. Definitely, Deborah. Blogs, yes and no. Okay. All right. Good night, Anaricia. Enjoy creating salves. Nice uses. Good night. So yeah, that is about oils. So making oils is, I would say, really simple. You need a base. Like if you're doing an herbal oil type of thing or a mix of oil or that sort of thing, you need a base of an oil, a good carrier oil. And it depends on what you're going to try to do with it. I like to stick to things that are skin friendly, because I would usually either put it on me, do the cuticle oil or that sort of stuff. And I like to use walnut oil that usually has like a nice smell to it, or like olive oil, things along those lines, like a decent carrier oil. And you add herbs to it, or maybe herbal extracts to it and that sort of thing. But if you add herbs to it, you kind of need to let it sit for a while. Like I would say at minimum like 3 months somewhere dark, so that the herbs are able to infuse with that oil and not just kind of float around into it. If that makes sense. All right, so lots of people are heading out and it is 10 p.m. here, and I would love to go bask in the moonlight outside, especially since it's no longer humid and horrid. And good night, everybody. I loved chatting with you, and I'm excited to be back. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes so the two can get their contact info. And well, I think I will bid you adieu, and I will go and enjoy some moonlight. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Oh, another thing. Thank you for all of those who have sent me letters over the past couple months that I was gone. I very, very much appreciate that, and I loved reading them. And your replies, I have replied to most of them. If not, your letter is on the way. So there's that. Good night. Lots of blessings, and I love you all.